first of all, then proxy having sex in it.
Yeah, you need to have sex in your airplanes, you guys.
And that's how we'll start the podcast. Welcome to episode 34, Buncha Grifters Podcast. What's this podcast called, Brett?
This podcast is called Drunk Stories because we're going to talk about them. We have many.
We're going to talk about some drunk stories, some past drunk stories. It's going to be fun. It's going to be
future drunk stories, maybe.
Yeah. As I said, you're Brett. I'm Jeremy. Buncha Grifters Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Our goal from last week. We'll start with our goals here. Mine was to eat my food that I have in my fridge and to not go and eat more food out. Now, I will say I did buy dinner for one of my roommate's friends. It was her birthday. I got a pizza. From the bar down the road. I bought her some chicken wings. You know, it is what it is. That's fine.
I'll let that one pass. I
did spend a shit ton of money at the grocery store though. So I've been eating a lot of food at the grocery store. Which is good. But I have a confession. I do have a confession. This is a confession I was going to tell Brett here, but I was going to wait until I told him. So the confession I have to make. Whoa. What do you think? What do you think the confession is? Do you want to speculate?
Yeah. Are you going vegan? Is that what's happened? You better not be.
I am giving up meat. I'm no longer going to be eating meat. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. No. That will not be the situation. I have had a little bit of a hankering for Starbucks the past 2 weeks. Now,
shitty Starbs.
Yeah, shitty Starbs. Now, not only is it shitty, lots of sugar in it too, like a fuck ton of sugar in it, because I'm getting fucking caramel macchiatos, and it's like they're just packed with sugar. And they're $6, and it's like it is quite ridiculous to be spending that much money in the morning. Just right away, you know, you're hazy, you're not thinking, you're like, I gotta go get a Starbucks. I gotta go get a drink. Right. And it does help. I do like having a drink at work. It's nice to have a drink at work. But, anyways, I have a Keurig. Here. So I'm going to be making a pledge. This is a pledge. It's really hot. Oh my God. There's a fucking thing on it. It doesn't help at all. I'm making a pledge to only drinking coffee at home. There's absolutely no reason to be buying any coffee on the road, you know, just not necessary.
That's the way to do it.
Anyways, that's a pledge. That's not even my goal this week. My goal this week is, and this is fun. This is going to be the start of a new segment, and I'm going to unveil the name of the segment next week, but because I don't have it yet. But what I'm going to do, because I work at a care home, I am going to be getting some one-on-one meetings. I'm going to schedule my own one-on-one meetings with these people, and I'm going to interview them, and I'm going to ask them some questions. I'm going to ask them some hard-hitting questions. Now, most of these people do have dementia, and I'm not going to play on that too much, right? If they have dementia and they can't get anything out of them, I'm not going to share it, right? We're not going to make fun of people with dementia here. But if they do want me to share it and they're adamant that, oh no, your podcast, this is great, blah, blah, I will share it. And most of that's the only reason I'm bringing this up, because I have talked to some of them, and some of the things I've learned from some of these people, man, they say the darndest things, and it's absolutely adorable. So I think we'd be doing ourselves a favor by listening to these wiser, older souls, you know?
Sure, they probably know what's best, right?
Well, you'd think. So we'll see what they have to say. So that's going to be my goal for next week. I'm gonna get at least 3. I'll put an actual attainable a number on there, a measurable number. I'm going to do 3.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Good stuff, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, my goal was to play guitar during my lunch breaks. Did that. I even posted a little story on the Buncha Grifters Instagram there. I don't know if you saw it or not, but just jamming away, getting real good. And I'm gonna keep the guitar goals going. I feel like they make me do it. So this next week is I'm just gonna get the F chord down. There's a lot of new songs that I want to play and stuff, and you need it. And right now I'm playing the chord fairly well, but I just want to be able to switch to it faster and it sound good. It's a hard one. You have to like bar the whole first fret. So
yeah, it looks hard. Gonna
get it down, but fucking that's the next big chord in line. If I can get this one down, I can probably play almost like every song out there.
Right, because it's used in so many different like chord progressions, sort of a thing. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
And it's just a hard one. It's such a hard one to switch to because you have to. If you don't bar it properly, and your other fingers are on there, it just doesn't even fucking make a sound. It just
really.
Boom.
Right. So if you fuck it up, you fucked it up, sort of a thing. Right.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good goal. So some more guitar.
Oh, and then do you want to? I guess this themed month can kind of just like rely on this podcast itself. It's Party Hard July.
Yeah.
So the drunk stories will depict the theme of this month here. So
absolutely,
we won't really have to explain that. But
this is obviously. Party Hard July. You've been a weekly recap. You partied hard, did you not?
Oh, I partied hard.
Yeah,
I partied real hard.
It seems like it. It seems like you did.
Got on the boat yesterday, and I can't even tell you how much I did drink.
Yeah, so because you don't know.
I don't
know. Lost count after the second boat.
After the third funnel, you just start to lose count.
Yeah, it's hazy. It's hazy. That's hilarious. My Party Hard weekend. I'm going out today. I'm starting directly after this podcast. I start. So this is a coffee in the morning and maybe a bite of toast here. Oh yeah, I got toast.
Some carbs in you. Fill your belly up.
Yep. So Party Hard, guys. Absolutely. Go out there and do some stuff.
It's the best month to do it. It's the best month to party hard because it's July.
Slight detour, slight little left turn here. Holy fuck, this sourdough. It's taking a lot of it.
Before you get into what you're about to get into, I think I know what you're going to talk about is hit us with our sponsor quick. It's your turn.
Thank you so much for bringing this up. This week's sponsor brought to you, this podcast episode week of this week is sponsored to you by Buncha Grifters close friend and companion, Earned Athletics. You've probably heard of them. They're making waves in the industry. As we say, they're making waves in the industry. Go check them out. They have a motivational workout, self-help, self-bettering Instagram page. And TikTok. Please check them out and send us their regards. Thank you. That's our ad read for the day.
Beautiful.
So there's something specific. There's something specific with the news that I've been reading, and this isn't something like this is pretty common. A lot of people have talked about this, but it's just something that we need to talk about because there's this economical thing tied to it that I find fascinating. BMW has made their heated seats a subscription. Have you heard about this? You haven't heard about this, hey?
I feel like I have heard about this actually.
$18 a month, $60 a year or something, and like $420 lifetime, right?
Wow.
But the way I see it is that if you're buying a BMW, and like base models of everything now have heated seats, right? Like, and probably like AC seats are the step up. Like, oh, do you want AC in them as well? Do you want AC too? And then you're paying an extra like $5,000, $12,000, $30,000. I don't know how much more you're paying. You know, however much more you're paying for that in the vehicle. In a BMW, let's say you're spending $70,000 on this vehicle, right? I don't even know if that's realistic. Are you spending more?
Probably at the end of the day, right? Pretty close to that, but fuck yeah, man, that's stupid. If you're spending that much on a car, you shouldn't have to fucking pay for a subscription.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like if you're buying a base model BMW, what's a base model BMW? 60,000? Probably not. Like, I don't even fucking
know. Depends on the car, I guess. If you're doing like the SUV or the fucking sedans.
Yeah, let's say you're dropping $70,000 on a vehicle, and then there's this thing on the screen that says, "Oh, also you need to pay for this, 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 and this." It's like, well, why did I spend more money for a more expensive model to then be blocked? And it's like, yeah, you have $70,000 to spend on a car. You probably have $400 to spend on this too. So do it. And it's the people that are stupid enough to not get the $400 one that are going to do the $18 one. And that's way more expensive. over, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Anyways, it's just like, how are they able to sell a device and block features? That doesn't make sense. Tesla sells a car and they also sell an infrastructure of charging. So they block you from using that infrastructure. That's how they make money off of you long term. That's the game, right? And that makes sense for Tesla. They're not, turning off features of the car. Well, no, I mean, they do turn off features in your the AI and the lane assist and all that. But those are things that they've created. So yeah, of course you're going to have to buy that software off them. You don't get a computer that comes with Adobe, right? You have to buy Adobe. So you still have to, anyways, it's just fucked that they're trying to do this with heated seats. And there's a point where a grift turns into a greed, and that's greed. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
There's got to be something behind it. Let's do some quick research here.
Well, I don't know. If anything, it's a publicity stunt. Like, everybody's talking about BMW now, but I just don't think it puts them in the right light. Like, it's not the right move, personally.
It's actually such a cool little fucking thing you brought up. I heard someone talking about this at work.
It's just ridiculous.
Does heated seats, does it consume more fucking energy from your car? I really don't know. Is it just running right up the battery, or does the fucking engine have to run a bit more so that your fucking heated seats kick in? Yeah, look at this.
Subscribe.
1 month free trial. 1 month, 1 year, 3 years. You can get unlimited.
Yeah, you can get unlimited for $415. So it's like,
wait, hold on. BMW customers in South Korea and the United Kingdom can pay a monthly subscription to activate the already installed heated seats in their vehicles. So it's not in Canada and shit, yeah.
No, it's not in Canada or US, right? So because it would just be, but it's like, why is it more normal over there for microtransactions? Now, Korea, they're insane. They love microtransactions. You should see how much money they spend on apps and stuff. They spend so much more money on apps than we do over here. And I don't know. It's just it's interesting. It's interesting that they're doing it. And that's why I think it's been brought up. That look at this. Mm-hmm. Oh, other features that BMW is locking behind subscriptions, as per the company's digital UK store, include heated steering wheels from $12 a month. Oh, to the option to record footage from your car's cameras. Oh, if you want to use your cameras on your car. Oh, you want to use them and record? That'll be $215, please. What is happening? Oh,
that's brutal.
Oh, which lets you play engine sounds in your car for one time. Wait, iconic sport. Wait, whoa.
Oh, yeah. BMW does that.
The iconic sound sport package?
It's it's not the actual sound of the car when you're ripping away. It's there's a sound that you can buy to make your car sound better. Yeah. How fucked is that?
BMW notes that the hardware for this feature has already been installed in your vehicle during production at no extra cost. So don't worry about it. We're throwing the features in there if you like them or not. You just can't use them. What? So what's stopping people from buying the top of the line vehicle or even bottom of the line and then just hacking the computer on the car? Can't you just disconnect it from the internet? And obviously you can't. I'm sure they've thought about that. Or is it a matter of yeah, sure, you could do that, but nobody is going to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Anyways. Yeah. This isn't drunk stories, but man, I'm drunk on how stupid that is. I'm just drunk on how stupid that is.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I saw that and I couldn't not bring it up. It's something else. Absolutely something else.
When I went to the corral last night, I had a funny interaction with this chick, and I felt so good just with how I handled it.
Okay.
So we're all standing aside. We're getting some air because it was just hot. And the corral, for anyone who doesn't know, is this country club in Kelowna, BC.
Good spot.
Wasn't really feeling it last night, but still went. But we're sitting there outside, just cooling off because it was hot as fuck in there. And this chick comes up, right? She stands in between two of us, and she's like, hey, do you guys have a dart? And I look at her, I'm like, sorry, honey, I don't smoke cigarettes. I only smoke cigars. And she's like walking around in the middle of our circle now, just like looking at everyone, trying to talk with everyone. And she's like, well, am I going to like just stand here and make friends, or am I going to have to walk away with passion? I'm like, well, let's see that passion, I guess. And she just walks out of the circle. I felt so good, bro. I felt like a fucking G.
It's like, so what? You want me to beat it? It's like, yeah, beat it. like get that.
Basically, like, let's see how that passion looks.
Just be full of one-liners. I love it.
Felt like a power move, man.
Yeah, that's absolutely a power move. Well, when you're not in the mood to be there, and somebody comes and just gets in your face, you're like, no.
Yeah, no, I was pretty tired and cranky, so I was just not having it.
Yeah, absolutely. You had to smash one of those 5-hour energies. You should have went to a 7-Eleven and grabbed a 5-hour energy.
Ugh.
Who is doing that?
Everyone there, probably.
Who consumes 5-hour energies, though? Have you ever thought about this?
My buddy did. He had one before work every day.
That's not healthy. You shouldn't be doing that.
Like, was pretty fucked for a bit, I think.
Your cardiovascular health is not thanking you if you're taking a 5-hour. Like, what? I read one. I grabbed one because I was like walking through the till and I'm like looking at it, and there's just so much shit in those things. They're packed full. I don't know. I kind of want to get one. I've been told they taste good.
You've never had one?
Never had one in my life. No. Have you?
I think I've tasted one. Let's see what it tastes like.
Maybe I have tasted one because I have this like distinct memory that they do taste good, but I don't know what it tastes like.
It just reminds me of like Pepto-Bismol. I'm going to start shitting my pants. That's basically what it just reminds me of.
Now, Pepto-Bismol. If somebody was to make a drink that tasted like Pepto-Bismol but just wasn't, I would be down. Pepto is good. I drink Pepto.
Is that our new Buncha Grifters drink?
That's our new Pro Clean.
Pepto, we can call it.
The Pepto. Yeah.
The Pepto.
Okay, patent pending. Well, think about that. That's actually good. So Brett, my question for you to start this off, I'm genuinely curious. When was the first time that you remember getting drunk?
Getting drunk or like blacking out?
No, just getting drunk. Like and good story or bad story. I don't know.
I think that it has to be the blackout one.
Okay.
Like my first time blacking out would have been my real first time, like fucking drinking. All right, so I was a young lad, right?
Yeah.
Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Parents are out of town. I got the house to myself. I'm gonna go to my cousin's place to have a little shindig, you know. And I have a bunch of my friends with me, so we go down there. Nice little party going on. I remember I started drinking Pure Alberta vodka, some of the nastiest shit out there, in these little teacups. I remember I was just going one for one with this guy. We're basically just taking shots, and man, fucking night, just like that. I remember just like fucking puking outside the front door.
Yeah,
we're in the car. I remember having to like get out to puke and shit, and then we get back to my house. And I had like 6 of my buddies with me. And I remember walking up to the front door because I had to unlock the door to get us in, right?
Yeah.
It's the middle of winter. It's cold as fuck. It's probably like minus 30 outside. I have one shoe on.
Fuck.
I'm like walking up to the door, trying to unlock the fucking thing.
Fuck.
I can't unlock it.
No,
and
fuck that.
I remember my night just disappearing there. And I woke up in my bedroom and I moved my head just a little bit, and like it was tremor, man. It was like just so bad. I was gonna puke just moving my head ever so slightly. And I saw 2 of my buddies passed out in my bedroom. I walked to the kitchen, the living room, I see 2 buddies passed out. And I remember just going to the toilet and just yakking it, man. Oh yeah. And like there was pictures of me just on the fucking the big white telephone, just ralphing hard into the toilet. And fucking
the big white telephone. Never heard of that.
My buddy posted a picture on his Instagram of me like puking my guts out, and I was like, I had to take it off because I didn't want that shit out there. You know, it's not a good look.
No, it's not a good look.
And then, but the worst part was
you were 13 years old.
I was pretty young. I don't think I was 13, but I think I was grade 9. But
that's 14.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
No, it must have been a bit later. I had my license.
Oh yeah, so you were at least.
You can get your license in 15 when you're in Saskatchewan.
Fuck me. I've been sick.
What was I gonna say? But the worst part about the whole story is I had my second like shift at my new job at Tim Hortons that next day.
You did not show
night
up.
Out. Oh, I showed up.
Wow.
I showed up, but they sent me home. I looked so rough, bro. I remember I finished some more online training. I walk out towards the front, and the chick's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No." She sent me home. I remember fucking driving my mom's car to the fucking Tim Hortons too, and I'm just fucked out of my mind. That was probably my first legit like drunk story, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And that, you know, it's one to remember.
Yeah, I have something similar. I went to this like bush party, and
good old bush parties.
now I'll be honest, I had been drunk before, but I had never been that drunk before, nor have I been, and I'd never gotten high before either. This is like the first time this is the first time I smoked off a bong.
Oh,
and now this bong was like from the ground, like up to my head. It was at least 3 to 4 feet.
It was like a Mayan bong.
It was massive.
The Mayans were blowing out of back in the day.
It was massive. And like when I showed up to this party, I remember like there was a good amount of people there already, but not nearly as many that showed up in the end. And like there was one of my really close friends that I went to school with since like grade 6. He was a massive stoner, and he's like, "Jeremy, holy fuck, what's up?" Right? And he's like, "Come on, man, buddy, like you gotta fucking hit this thing." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, fuck it, let's do it, let's fucking do it." Right? And anyways, he's like, "Okay, you've hit a bong, right?" And I'm like, "Fuck no." He's like, "Fuck, man. Okay, you gotta take a big breath, suck, and then the second the smoke hits the top, put your hand on top, take another breath, and keep sucking. And the second breath is what's going to actually do it. The first breath, you don't do anything. And he specifically said, do not suck too hard on the second time, right? So I like went, right, first, put it down, and then I just went, sucked it right back. And he's like, "Oh, fucking shit, Christ." And at that moment, I blew it out. And I remember just being like, and I had already been like 6 beers in at this point. Like I was already drinking, like leading up to getting there because we were at a friend's house. We came down this fucking sketchy ass hill. We had to climb down this completely sketchy ass hill. Everybody almost ate shit going down it. And I just like, oh fuck. I remember going down that hill and being like, this is going to be fun coming back up later. And when I tell you, after I took that bong toke, I remember sitting on that bench there and just being like, doing this thing where I like went left to right and everything was just going like like
a sprinkler head.
Yeah, everything was just going like super short. There was no lights. Like it's not like there was any lights going on flashing or anything. But I remember after that point I do not remember most of the night. I can't say I remember. Yeah, but yeah. It's like little like it's like fever dream like whoa. Oh, right. I remember being on the hill. I remember Delay dragging me up the hill. I remember being thrown on the couch. I remember all these things. And anyways, yeah, it was a fun night. I remember like we were like 15, 16 and there was like 20, 30-year-olds. Like there was like 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Like it was this fucking party. It was in a smaller town. It was in Winfield, so it was further up. So I guess everybody was there, sort of a thing. Mm-hmm. And anyways, yeah, that was a night. That was a good night.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Here, I want to. Can I give you a breakdown of my first legit party boat day yesterday?
Yeah.
So it was fucking amazing, you guys. This has been a dream of mine for years now.
Get drunk on the boat.
So much happened. So many dreams became reality. It was perfect. But so let's just start this off. We get on the water at 10 o'clock, Kalamalka Lake. Best lake to go to. Fuck the Okanagan Lake.
Yeah.
This is the lake.
It's the party lake. Kalamalka Lake's the party lake.
And it's so calm too. It's not all choppy and shit.
Yeah.
But so actually Lake Havasu. That's somewhere I want to go with you in the future.
Is that in Victoria?
With the stickers on their titties and stuff.
Oh, nice. No,
that's down in Nevada.
Nice.
But anywho, so we're on the lake, right? We're having a good time, doing some cliff jumping at some spots, cranking the beers. And before we go to the cliff jumping spot where we recorded stuff for Absolutely Diesel, I did it. I accomplished a goal that a lot of people cannot accomplish. And it takes two things in order to do this. You need to, 1, have a boat, and 2, be somewhat good looking. And it worked. I successfully got Tinder girls on the boat who I I don't want anything to do with them. I just wanted them to be on the boat so I look like a G. That's all I wanted. That's all I cared about.
It's all the persona.
It was all the image here, you know?
Yeah. Okay, you're good. You keep going.
You're going to say something?
I have a question for you, a pressing question. Did you slap any ass?
I did not slap any
What
ass.
the fuck, man? You had to slap at least one cheek. God damn it.
There wasn't enough girls on the boat.
We'll slap some ass next time. That's okay. Next time, some ass slapping will happen.
Exactly. So, we got the Tinder girls on the boat. It was a dream come true. So we ended up going out to the cliff jumping spots. We're doing some cliff jumping, but this was the best part. So I got the beer funnel, right? I'm funneling people because we're playing this game called Water Buffalo.
Yeah.
If you get caught drinking the drink in your right hand, you have to slam it. You have to fucking
drink
it out of your left.
Great rule. Just gets you absolutely plastered.
So I'm funneling all these girls, right? And fucking all the boys. And then fucking all of a sudden this pontoon boat comes whipping around the corner. And this guy's like, yo, is that a fucking beer funnel? I'm like, yeah. And this other guy whips out this big bag of hay all. And he's like, yo, can we hit that? We got some fucking hay all. So I jump board onto their fucking ship, man. And a bunch of the others do as well. And I'm just like, fucking feeding all of these fiends fucking hay out in my beer funnel.
That's amazing.
And then I'm talking to the guy. I'm like, yo, what do you do for a living? Oh, he owns his own electrician company and shit.
Nice.
And he's like, he lives in the area, loves the lake, so he knows where everything is. And he's like, yeah, let's go to this the rope swing just down over there. It's a super good spot. It's chill. I'm like, perfect. We've been talking about the rope swing. I want to do the rope swing so badly. So we go out there, and the way the rope swing is positioned is you need a stick to pull it close to you. And if you jump off the left side, you don't do that because you can see the rocks on the bottom. You do it from the right side. And this one chubbier chick, I think her name was, I'm not going to say her name.
Don't say her name.
And then she comes climbing up, right? And she has the rope on the left side. It must be her first time doing this.
Yeah.
And the rope's hanging off a dead tree, so it's already fucking scary as is. Like, this thing is not well designed, but
not built for 200 pounds.
And so I'm at the bottom in the water just chilling, and I see her go, and like the way she let go of the rope, she slipped a bit and like ended up coming down like sideways, so just landed straight on her side. It's a solid like 30-40 foot cliff that we're fucking rope swinging off of. And I saw her come up, and she's just sitting there with her head out of the water just breathing. I'm like, oh, that is tough. That's tough. We all swam over to make sure she's okay. She was good.
Fuck.
Red as fuck.
Just winded sort of a thing. Yeah, fuck. Ouch.
When I go up there, I jump off the cliff first, but the cliff you can jump off is a bit smaller than the rope. So I wanted to just get my feet under me a bit. I've already did the other cliff jump and stuff.
Yep.
And then Absolute Diesel days, did all that. So then I come back up and I grab that rope, man. And when you're holding that rope, there's some shit you got to clear before you let go, Like there's some clearance you have to take care of. And I was fucking, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I was shitting bricks a little bit when I was holding that thing. I was talking to the guy who has the pontoon boat there.
I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting sweaty thinking about this. I don't fuck with like heights where it's on me. Because I don't trust myself. Like, I just don't. When we were doing that Absolutely Diesel thing, I'm like, I see 2 rocks there. I see a rock there. I'm not jumping.
Man.
I can't jump that. I'm too scared. Because if I sorry. No.
So the guy, his name is Travis. He's an absolute G. He's
wait, Travis.
What?
Interesting. Okay. Anyways, keep going. My bad. Sorry.
So I'm on the right side, right? The proper side, just to jump off this thing. And I'm like, still in just the realm here. I'm absolutely fucking drunk. Like this is like, I'm not fucking sober by any means right now.
True.
The fizzies are going down the fucking funnel, the hay alls, like fucking the beers. Like, I almost bought a bottle of Pink Whitney, man. It could have been a lot worse before I went out. But I'm holding on to this rope, and I look over at Travis. I'm like, fuck, man. I don't know. Like, And it's like I was like trying to look at the math because the tree was kind of angled, and like where I was standing was like if the rope goes straight, which it shouldn't, I'm gonna go right into those rocks, but I should turn. I guess the way like the tree is kind of angled, how the rope's on it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, here we go. I start swinging, man. I give like a 1, 2, 3. I wait till everything's clear, and I just like let go, fly in, and just hit the water. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was one of the fucking awesomest things I've ever fucking did. It was great.
Once you do it's great. I can imagine.
Yeah. And then after that, said goodbye to those fuckers. Yeah. Went and continued drinking, did some tubing. And it was a good fucking day. I got like the nicest tan going on right now. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm excited to go get some tannage. I haven't gotten nothing, so I got to go sit in the sun.
Look at that arm.
Oh yeah, you're nice and olive.
You know it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Nice little Mexican.
It's a good arm.
Mexican hue.
Still calling me a Garcia.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fucking amazing. Oh, I wasn't talking to Mike there. Whoops.
You're good.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, that's great. You know, you got to go out. You got to go and fucking adventure. You know, that's what it kind of comes down to. You got to go and go talk to some random people. It's good for you. It's good for you.
Lots of fun.
But one thing I will say, know your limit. And try to find your limit, because you don't want to be finding your limit when you're 23. No, it's true. Like you just don't. You don't want to be the 23-year-old that doesn't know their limit, right?
Know your limit and play within it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is an ad for the government of BC. I say this because when I was younger, we kind of played a little bit within our limit, a little over it sometimes too. And I remember one item that we created, a little event that we created whenever we were playing beer pong. And this is to the point where we were playing beer pong for, an hour or two. The party had commenced. And when there was enough people around and it was an event, we would do a halftime show. So pretty much what a halftime show is, 2 people die. Pretty much 2 people just kill themselves because you get a drink, whatever you're drinking at the moment, you put that first, right? You then get 3 separate shots or drinks. Sometimes they're drinks, sometimes they're not just shots, but typically it's a shot, a drink, and a shot. And then another drink at the end. So you have like another full like, hey y'all, or for us, it was like a Smirnoff Ice typically, which stay away from the Smirnoff Ices and the Pink Whitneys and the fucking...
Start with those.
Start with it.
Don't continue with them.
Yeah, you can't get drunk off them. That's fair. Yeah, get 3 into a Smirnoff Ice or 2 into a Smirny, 2 Smirnies, and then switch to hard liquor. Because
those are like the junior leagues, and you gotta get drafted to the big boy leagues.
It's true. Yeah, and you can just start with hard liquor. Start with a shot. That's the best way to start the night, because that just loosens you. That loosens your goose. But anyways, I remember many times where we would get tubbed directly after doing a halftime show. You gotta watch your livers. You gotta, take it easy. Don't hurt yourself. Don't overdo it. Don't be scared to throw up when you're drinking. There's this weird thing. Try not to throw up downtown next to cars on your knees. But
that's one of the greatest things of all time.
I'm a strong believer in when you're done the night and you're going home, get it out of you. Get it the fuck.
I don't know, man. I think man up and hold it in.
Yeah, I can understand that, but get it out of you. Go home, eat some food. You won't have the hangover in the morning.
Eat some food and take some B12.
Some B12s. Absolutely some B12s. But yeah, there's something about, I remember, like, I have very fond memories of just running around fucking Kettle Valley drunk, just dicking around with people. It's like Dazed and Confused. You've seen Dazed and Confused, the movie? It's the one where you...
I don't think I have.
It's the all right.
Oh, I know what that... Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a coming-of-age movie. If you haven't seen Dazed and Confused, watch Dazed and Confused. It's actually pretty good. There's every archetype and there's every personality type in the movie, and it's just like kids graduating. So you get to see some grade 10s to grade 12s, what happens the day of graduation, and back in the 80s, 70s, when, the grade 12s graduated, everybody went out and partied in the town because, there was like 300, 400 kids at the school. So everybody would go and party. So there'd be like, 40 kids. Anyways, I'm talking like if I was thinking about Whitehorse, if I was living in Whitehorse or if you were living in Yorkton, what would it have been like graduating in the 80s, Yeah. And we kind of got to live that every Saturday night up in Kettle Valley because there was just, there's 3 different parks and we'd do our rounds. We'd start at the school, we'd go down to the other park, and then there's another park even further down, right? And there'd always be shit going on. There'd always be people talking. There'd be a fight. There'd be, oh, fuck, man. And it'd be at like 9 p.m., 1 p.m., or 1 in the morning, like just like late at night. Oh, those are fun nights. It's 23 degrees out, so you don't have to wear any clothes. Like, oh, I don't know. It's the best. Don't not go out when you're a kid. Don't not go out when you're 16. Go do shit when you're 16 because that's when you kind of have like the freedom to go and fuck around.
Yeah, you like don't have to worry about fucking.
It's weird if
life and stress and shit.
If you and I were to drive up in the Tacoma and hop out at a park at 11 p.m. at 24 years old, that's creepy. You can't do that. You don't go and hang out with children, right? Yeah. It's fun to do that when you're a kid. It's fun to go and dick around and, anyways, a little rant, just a little memory of drinking. I remember just fucking loving that, walking around the neighborhood, not knowing what's around the next corner.
Yeah, now I take a couple shots and have some drinks and I go to bed.
Light a cigar, have some good conversation, crack Definitely. A few jokes.
Oh, we had some cigars in the boat too.
Oh, awesome. Nice. Fuck yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I still got a couple left.
Yeah. What would you say is your number one party tips and tricks? Or number 3, your top 3. Like what would tips we can go through this. We can talk through this a little bit. I was thinking a funnel. Have a funnel.
Yeah.
That's necessary.
Dress accordingly. If it's a theme party, dress accordingly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I bet you if I wore my cowboy hat to the corral last night, I probably would have had so much more fun.
Yeah.
I would have been more in it.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Because you're wearing you got a little outfit on to portray. Yeah. That's true. If you have the capability, get a bucket or a tucker tote or some kind of garbage can and fill it with ice and have like 220 to have like a mixed pack of drinks for just people to drink, right? Because when people come, the odds are they're going to throw their drinks in there, and then it just becomes kind of like a community. Like, here, there's a lot of liquor. Let's get drunk.
That's what we did that one time at my house. Remember that?
Awesome. and the one random kid who doesn't bring drinks, shows up, but it's like, there's drinks over there. Go have a drink.
Yeah.
Most people are going to bring
them all, but have one.
Most people are going to bring their own drinks.
Yeah.
But
anyways. I think another tips and trick, get some rest before you go. So you need that energy. You got to be social. You don't want to be the weirdo sitting in the corner.
You can't be sleeping. No, you can't. You can't be sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, like I didn't get enough sleep before I went to the corral last night.
Yeah,
I was basically sleeping, standing.
Yeah,
on the dance floor.
Was dozing off.
I was ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Bush parties.
Fun.
Fuck, man. They're the best. Like, they're actually just the best. There's something about being around a fire, talking to people that you don't know. I don't know.
You ever done a pit party?
Pit party. Explain.
Maybe they don't have those here.
Maybe it's called something different.
Gravel pit?
Oh, no. We would
in Saskatchewan. There's lots of these like gravel pits where like the company came and like dug the ground out or whatever.
Yeah,
to, like, get
this is the difference between fucking growing up in Saskatchewan and growing up in the Okanagan. In Saskatchewan, you go to a fucking gravel pit to go and drink.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. In the Okanagan, you go up a hill into the middle of the woods, and you have a beautiful view of the Silmaken Okanagan from
the pit parties are awesome, man. Fucking talk shit.
No,
they're so good.
I'm not saying that I'm talking shit. I'm saying this. It's just a bush party. You're going to a gravel pit.
No. It's so different. It's so different.
Is it? Okay. Just because it's more.
It says giant pit in the ground.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And like you can climb up the sides or whatever if you want to go up, and you can sit on the top and like look down. And depending on how big it is, like I've gone to some big ones where like
there's shit tons of people.
And it's like it looks so cool. And I remember I threw one before I moved to the Okanagan.
Okay.
I remember this guy brought this propane tank.
Yeah.
And he threw it in the fire, man. And I was like, everyone's like, run! We all start running out of the pit. Everyone's running up the fucking hills, and we're all like army down, like looking over the ledge a little bit. Because I was like, is this thing gonna blow up, man? I'm like trying to keep my eye on it.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, like a hole must have broken it, and it just starts whistling, dude. It literally sounded like a fucking airplane, like coming down from the sky.
Really, eh?
It was crazy. Like that thing was loud. Like you could have heard that thing from like fucking kilometers away for sure.
Okay, pardon me. I'm not shitting on the on your gravel parties. I'm just saying yeah,
How about barn parties? You ever been to a barn party?
Shut the fuck up, man.
Those are awesome too.
Shut the fuck up. We're just describing parties in different locations.
Bush parties.
Yeah, we're just describing parties. Go get drunk, go drink, go talk to people.
It's good for you when you're young.
It's good for you. Older. Yeah.
But don't be a fucking idiot. Be smart.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. That's the Buncha Grifters podcast. We're ending it here, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
You can find...
I had a saying. What was my saying going to be?
Ooh. You have a saying to...
Oh, yeah. Go get drunk. That is where the best memories are made.
It's true. It's true.
But, if you're underage, don't listen to that.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, we're not condoning underage drinking here. We're condoning responsible drinking here. And that's it. Yeah. Nothing more and nothing less. Be responsible. Exactly. No more words. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My name's Jeremy. You can find me at Jeremy Jonye, and you can find me at No Hex Needed. Streaming a lot right now. Streaming so much. Nice. Come check me out.
Alrighty. You guys can find, he's totally not streaming lots, but you guys can find me at Brett P. Fligger on Instagram. You can also go follow Earned Athletics on Instagram and TikTok. And go check out our Buncha Grifters TikTok. Shit's blowing up right now. Lots of people engaging with each other. Lots of good videos. Yeah. Come say hi. Come say hi, guys. We respond to everyone. And then, leave us a 5-star review, an awesome comment, or a review, whatever the fuck it's called. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for getting through this. I hope to the person who's a longtime fan and has bought the Patreon and is going through this in 2026 and is listening to this podcast and be like, wow, they actually were doing some pretty cool stuff in 2022. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you because we know you're the one who's listening right now. To the future. Earned Athletics. Thanks, guys. Peace out, fuckers.